Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by telling you a truth so powerful, it can shape the course of your life if you grasp it. Asterisk, asterisk, you do not chase success. Asterisk, asterisk, you attract it by the person you become. The man or woman who constantly pursues money, influence, or fame with desperation will always find these things dancing just out of reach. But the individual who disciplines their mind, sharpens their character, and radiates definiteness of purpose will soon find that success gravitates toward them. Everything in this universe is governed by laws, unseen, unbreakable, immutable laws. Just as a magnet draws steel, you have the power to draw opportunities, wealth, relationships, and purpose toward you, but only if you become the kind of person those things are naturally drawn to. The world does not give you what you want, it gives you what you asterisk are asterisk. The first step in becoming this kind of magnet is asterisk asterisk to master your thoughts asterisk asterisk. All achievement begins within the mind. If your mind is cluttered with doubt, fear, procrastination, and indecision, you repel success. But when your mind is dominated by faith, clarity, persistence, and a burning desire, you begin to radiate a force that influences people and circumstances in your favor. Thoughts are things. They are more powerful than dynamite when mixed with belief and purpose. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Guard them as you would your most valuable possession. Many of you believe you need resources, connections, or luck, but you already possess the greatest resource, the power of asterisk asterisk will asterisk asterisk. The will to decide who you will become, not in some vague future, but right now. Decide to become a person of unwavering integrity. Decide to become someone who finishes what they start. Decide to become a person of courage who acts in spite of fear. These decisions don't cost you a dime, but they will yield you treasures beyond measure. Understand this, success is not something you acquire. It is something you asterisk align asterisk with. To align with it, you must elevate your standards. Do not tolerate mediocrity in yourself. Do not excuse laziness. Do not justify delay. Every moment you spend in hesitation, you train your mind to accept less than what you're capable of. On the other hand, every act of discipline, every task completed with excellence, every hour spent in study or service builds within you the unseen force that attracts success. People will begin to notice a change in you. You'll walk differently, speak differently, think differently. Your presence will become magnetic, and let me assure you, people, opportunities, and resources are always looking for a place to land. If you prepare yourself properly, you will become the landing strip for miracles. Too many individuals wait for life to improve before they improve themselves. This is backward. Life reflects back to you what you reflect to it. If you want more abundance, become more valuable. If you want respect, become respectable. If you want love, become lovable. This is not merely philosophy, it is law. You are not a victim of circumstance, but the creator of it. You must become asterisk, obsessed asterisk with growth, not shallow growth, but deep internal transformation. The kind of growth that forces you to confront your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. The kind of growth that demands sacrifice, of comfort, of distractions, of small thinking. The kind of growth that makes others uncomfortable because you're no longer willing to stay small just to keep them company. Every great achievement in history was preceded by a decision, not by luck, not by talent, but by someone deciding they would not stop until they became the kind of person worthy of what they sought. And let me remind you, it is not about what you get, but about who you asterisk become asterisk. Because what you get can be taken away, but what you become stays with you forever. You are a magnet, but you choose what you attract. If you carry resentment, you attract conflict. If you live in fear, you attract limitation. But if you breathe purpose, speak gratitude, and act in faith, you will begin to attract everything that resonates with the highest version of you. So I challenge you now. Step away from who you've been and step into who you were meant to be. Stop chasing and start becoming because when you become the right kind of person, success can no longer ignore you. It will find you, it will follow you, it will cling to you, not because of luck, not because of privilege, but because of law. Be the magnet and let success come to you because of who you are. The world we live in responds not to your wishes, but to your identity. It listens to the silent language of your habits, your thoughts, your persistence. That's why so many who cry out for success receive none of it. Their words speak of dreams, but their daily actions whisper of doubt and hesitation. Success is not seduced by noise. It is attracted by precision, by discipline, by the unmistakable energy of someone who knows who they are and where they are going. You must become that person, not eventually, but immediately. Every day you wake up is another chance to shape the magnetic force of your character. When you rise early and prepare your mind before the world distracts you, you begin to command your environment rather than be commanded by it. When you keep your word to yourself, when you follow through on the small promises, the morning routines, the uncomfortable conversations, the long hours of study, you engrave on your mind the belief that you are trustworthy. That belief becomes energy, and energy becomes influence. The masses wait for motivation to strike. But those who attract success have trained themselves to act without waiting. They act out of purpose. They act out of vision. They act because they have conditioned their mind to obey the call of responsibility rather than the craving of comfort. Let others make excuses. Let others wait for the perfect time. Your time is now, and the version of you that success is drawn to must be forged in the fire of consistent, intentional action. You are not just building a life. You are building a reputation with yourself. That internal reputation is what matters most. You cannot deceive your own conscience. If you tell yourself you want to achieve something, but you do not move in that direction daily, your mind knows you are lying. And every lie weakens your magnetism, but when you tell the truth through action, your inner world aligns, and when your inner world aligns, the outer world follows. There are people right now living in the exact circumstances you wish for. The difference is not fate. The difference is not talent. The difference is identity. They have become the kind of person who believes in the inevitable realization of their purpose. They have become the kind of person who demands more from themselves than the world demands of them. They did not begin with wealth or connections. They began with belief, a belief they reinforced through action until it hardened into certainty. The question is not whether the life you desire is possible. The question is whether you are willing to become the version of yourself that can receive it. You cannot receive what you have not prepared for. You cannot hold greatness with weak hands. You cannot step into abundance with a mind full of scarcity. The transformation must occur inside first. Then, and only then, will the outer results reflect that change. Everything you want exists on a higher frequency than the version of you who wants it. So you must raise your standard. You must demand more of yourself when no one is watching. You must practice discipline when comfort calls your name. You must say no to short-term pleasure for the sake of long-term fulfillment. These are not punishments. They are requirements. And the more you fulfill them, the stronger your magnetic field becomes. Others will sense it. They won't always be able to explain it, but they will feel drawn to you. Clients will trust you. Partners will believe in you. Mentors will support you, not because you begged them, but because you became someone they want to be connected to. That is the secret. You never need to chase when you are aligned with what you desire. Alignment produces attraction, but beware, there will be resistance. Your old self will whisper doubts. The world will offer distractions. Your own mind will question the path. That is the test. And those who endure the test without flinching, who keep their eyes fixed on their purpose, who rise again after every fall, they are the ones who become unstoppable. Not because of luck, not because of ease, but because they refuse to settle. You must fall in love with becoming. Every obstacle you face is a tool to shape you. Every delay is a classroom. Every failure is a lesson. Do not resist them, use them. Each one brings you closer to the version of you that cannot be ignored, that cannot be denied, that becomes a force too powerful to overlook. That is the version of you that success cannot help but pursue. Remember, what you want already exists. It is already in motion, already in circulation, already on its way. But it will only come to the person who matches it. So rise above the doubt. Cut away the excuses. Act as though what you want depends entirely on your readiness, because it does. And when you reach that level of clarity and commitment, the laws of nature will bend in your favor. You have the power to become the magnet. You do not need to know how it will happen. You need only to decide who you are willing to become, and when that decision is made, fully, completely, with no turning back, nothing on this earth can stop the force you will unleash. As you continue on your journey, it's essential to understand that the process of becoming a magnet for success is not a destination, but a continual evolution. It requires patience, persistence, and an unwavering belief that every step you take, no matter how small, is one step closer to attracting the life you've envisioned. The greatest challenge you'll face is not the external world, but the battle within. It's the challenge of staying committed when the path is unclear, when the results are slow, or when others question your choices. But let me remind you, the most successful individuals were not those who never faced adversity. They were the ones who persisted through it, strengthened by every challenge. Success does not wait for the perfect conditions. It waits for you to recognize your own potential. When you understand that, you stop seeking perfection and instead start seeking progress. Each effort, each decision, each failure, and each triumph becomes a stepping stone, propelling you forward. It's not about avoiding mistakes, but learning from them. When you see failure not as a setback, but as a lesson, you develop the resilience needed to keep moving forward. Resilience is what refines your character, what fortifies your spirit, and what ultimately shapes your destiny. Every successful person you admire has been shaped by their struggles and failures. Their achievements were not born from an easy, uninterrupted path. They were forged in the fire of challenges faced and overcome. You too will face those fires, but rather than shrinking away, embrace them. Use them to refine you, to sharpen you, to build your strength of character. This process of personal transformation is where the real magic lies. It is through this transformation that you evolve into someone who naturally attracts the opportunities, relationships, and wealth you desire. Success doesn't just arrive. It is drawn to you by the energy and the magnetism you've cultivated within. You must also recognize that success requires a deep sense of *** self, belief ***. This belief is not merely a superficial affirmation. It is the profound, unshakable certainty that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of the success you seek. When you doubt yourself, you create an invisible barrier that repels opportunities. But when you trust in your abilities, when you know in the core of your being that you are capable of achieving your goals, you remove that barrier. You open yourself to the flow of success. But this self-belief doesn't come from wishful thinking or idle hope. It comes from repeated action, from the demonstration of your abilities to yourself. You believe in yourself because you prove to yourself time and time again that you can do hard things. Every time you follow through on a commitment, every time you push past the temptation to give up, every time you rise again after falling, your self-belief deepens. And it is this unwavering belief that attracts others to you, because people are drawn to those who radiate confidence and certainty. As you continue to grow and evolve, you'll realize that success is not just about acquiring material wealth, status, or recognition. It's about living in alignment with your highest self. True success comes from being at peace with who you are and what you are becoming. It's not the accumulation of external rewards, but the internal transformation that makes you a powerful magnet. The richest people are not those who have the most money. They are those who are the most at peace with themselves, the most aligned with their purpose, and the most committed to the journey of growth. In order to be the magnet that attracts success, you must also be willing to give. The law of reciprocity is powerful. What you give to others, you inevitably receive in return. But this isn't just about giving in terms of material possessions or financial resources. It's about giving your time, your energy, your attention, and your heart. When you serve others selflessly, you create a ripple effect that reverberates throughout your life. By lifting others up, you raise your own energy, creating a positive feedback loop that draws success back to you. Success is also deeply connected to clarity. The more focused and clear you are on what you want and why you want it, the more powerfully you attract it into your life. Indecision and confusion create a fog that prevents success from finding you. But when you have clarity of purpose, when you know exactly what you want and you have a plan for how to achieve it, you send out a strong, clear signal to the universe. You become a lighthouse, and success is drawn to that light. Clarity isn't just about knowing the destination. It's about knowing how to walk every step of the journey with intention and purpose. The path of becoming a magnet for success is one of continuous refinement. The more you elevate yourself, the more your magnetic field grows stronger, attracting everything you desire. It's a process of constant improvement, of developing mental, emotional, and physical habits that elevate your vibration. Every small positive change you make compounds over time, creating a life that reflects the person you've become. Remember, success is not something you pursue, it's something you become. It's not about chasing external goals. It's about developing the internal power to draw those goals to you. The more you work on yourself, the more you align with your purpose, the more success will be irresistibly attracted to you. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So, take this moment to reflect on who you are becoming. Are you cultivating the qualities that will attract success, or are you holding yourself back with doubts, distractions, and excuses? The choice is yours. You are the magnet. You are the creator of your reality. And when you become the best version of yourself, you will find that success is no longer something you have to chase. It will come to you effortlessly, irresistibly. The power to attract success lies within you. It is not a distant concept reserved for a lucky few, nor is it the result of mere happenstance. It is the culmination of your thoughts, your actions, and the way you show up every single day. The energy you radiate is a direct reflection of your inner state, and this energy is what draws the world to you. People, opportunities, and experiences are magnetized by the person you are becoming. Therefore, the more you invest in shaping that person through discipline, growth, and commitment to your purpose, the more you align yourself with everything you seek. Each challenge you encounter is not a sign to turn back, but an invitation to refine your character. The path may not always be smooth, and the road to success will certainly have its twists and turns. But if you remain steadfast, if you continue to cultivate the inner qualities that attract success: integrity, persistence, focus, and belief, you will eventually find that your efforts are rewarded. The universe does not respond to those who give up easily. It responds to those who remain determined, those who refuse to be swayed by the setbacks and the obstacles that others see as insurmountable. In time, as you persist on this journey of self-improvement, you'll notice that your circumstances begin to shift. Opportunities will arise where there once seemed to be none. People will support your vision. Resources will flow to you, seemingly out of nowhere, and it will not be because you worked harder than anyone else, or because you were more fortunate. It will be because you had become the kind of person who could attract such things by embodying the very essence of success. Your transformation will have set the stage, and now success is drawn to you, just as steel is drawn to a magnet. Ultimately, the key is simple. Asterisk, asterisk, become asterisk, asterisk, the person who embodies the qualities of success, and success will come to you. It is the law of attraction in its purest form. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world, so focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the universe will deliver to you everything you need to fulfill your purpose. In conclusion, success is not something to chase. It is something to attract by becoming the person capable of receiving it. When you align your thoughts, actions, and energy with your highest potential, you create a magnetic force that draws success toward you. It's about constant growth, unwavering belief, and the daily discipline of becoming better than you were yesterday. Every step you take towards self-improvement, every challenge you face with resilience, and every act of integrity strengthens your ability to attract everything you desire. So, do not wait for success to find you. Become the person who naturally draws it in. Success is not an external pursuit, but an internal transformation. Once you embody that transformation, you will see that success was never as far away as you thought. It has always been waiting for you, drawn to the person you are becoming.